Hi, I'm Brandon. I love Hallmark Christmas movies.
I'm Ryan. I like Hallmark Christmas movies.
I'm Dan, and I despise Hallmark Christmas movies, and this is the
Deck the Hallmark Podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast. Brandon and friends host his podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
This is good.
Oh, boy, it's good news.
This is good.
We talked last week, Ryan, and I said if you were in the
challenged
studio,
me.
the challenge was issued. Yeah. The gauntlet was thrown.
I got to tell you, I've been here for a week. This place is immaculate.
It's awesome. Weather's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Not too hot.
Not a humid, particle in the air.
That's right.
Is that what humidity is? It's just humid particles.
I went to science class.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's going to be
particles.
cool? Imagine if we're terrible at this in person together.
Yeah.
Like, imagine.
Yeah, well, I don't like it.
We got a good flow online. Maybe we shouldn't have taken it
If you could
to
do
the next
everything
level.
on a
Maybe this
delay.
relationship's moving too quickly. I don't know.
But Greenville's great. Greenville's great.
I do appreciate that we're doing this in person. First time in person. First time that you're going to be on Philo for the world to see and together with us.
They can see him
I know.
every week.
I'm just saying in person.
Got it.
Yeah.
High
always
def.
seeing him in person.
High def.
High
It's the first
definition.
time we're doing this with him in person.
High def.
Okay, got it.
If he just says it
Just
louder,
let me get to this.
Yeah.
And he said Jersey. He said, give me no
He
sleeves.
said, what if, hear me out, Disney basketball jersey?
From
It's a
Disney's
special-
The Goofy Movie.
It's a special occasion.
Powerline was on tour in
Powerline.
1995.
You must love that movie, don't you?
Goofy Movie, yeah.
I watched Goofy Movie because of how much you adored it, and I just kind of went,
Killer soundtrack, though, you
Soundtrack's
Killer
good.
soundtrack.
Yeah.
Soundtrack's really
The
good.
movie's cool.
The movie's like 7 minutes long. I feel like a feature-length film's 90 minutes, and I feel like that movie is like maybe an hour 12. Like
No.
it's not that short, but it feels that short.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I'm looking it up
Extremely
now.
Goofy
Dare you
movie?
say Fast and Furious? It moves.
No.
Extremely
Don't tease me with
Goofy
a good
movie?
time.
It was fun. A big blockbuster rental for the ride
Yeah,
guy.
a Goofy movie with credits. Take your pick.
Hour 23.
Hour 16.
I said 78 minutes, and I think I was dead on.
Oh,
An
man.
hour 18.
Wow.
Maybe
That's with credits.
Maybe that's why they didn't recognize it as a Disney animated film. Like Pocahontas, Lion King.
Yeah,
They're a Goofy movie.
This
its own
is
thing.
closer to a short film.
Yeah.
It's a good short
without
film.
the credits,
Feature.
this movie's 10 minutes shorter than a Hallmark movie.
And you get multiple perfect cast tutorials.
And they try to make it really heart-wrenching.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Just no.
They put a couple pages of dialogue down,
And
and
they
just
said, let's let
saw
him
where
roll.
it went.
Let's let them roll. Let's see what happens.
Two animated goofs in a room. Couple pages of
Two
dialogue.
animated goofs in a room.
Yeah. That's all you
think
do.
They all recorded together?
Interior.
for that
Power
movie?
I hope
comes.
so.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope so.
Sat around on sofas. Really got to the bottom of the root of their father-son relationship.
Yeah. This has been a great week so far.
Remember Bramblefest?
Boy, what a
Oh,
time.
what was your thoughts?
Cool.
What was your thoughts?
Friday was crazy. Saturday was out of this world.
Yeah.
Don't you
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are two.
Remember Saturday?
Dude, when you did karaoke.
Oh man,
Freaking
I still
crushed
don't
it.
want to tell him what my song was. Even
No,
now,
no,
a week
even,
later,
Even now,
you
a
had
week
to
later.
be there, man.
That's right. If you weren't there or didn't get a virtual ticket, which
Yeah.
if we were doing this last week, they would still be available, but they're not.
But they're not
anymore,
anymore.
No, but they
obviously.
were endlessly available if this was last week.
You would have loved
It was
it.
great.
Loved it.
It was great.
You would have gone nuts. And you would have had it
Excellent.
in
Based on the
perpetuity.
jersey, you'd think it was from the Goofy movie, and it wasn't.
No, I did not do eye to eye. Although maybe
Hey,
next
don't
year,
wait. Maybe next year.
or maybe last week.
Go ahead and get it.
What about Stand Out?
Eye to eye is the better tune.
Yes.
You guys,
100%.
Now we're in it. Yeah.
Is Tevin Campbell's finest work.
Yeah, he's cool.
I don't think Tevin Campbell actually is. I think he got arrested for doing some weird
Oh,
stuff.
Tevin
Let's talk
Cam-
about
I'm
Fur Crazy.
All right, you
Don't
know
listen that way there for me. Tevin Campbell, I'm not a supporter, never was.
Do you know how I think our show is for maybe a dozen people? This talk of in-depth talk of Goofy movie has somehow shrunk the audience.
I think I've made it worse, by the way. A couple weeks ago, I was like, hey, you guys want to do a Fast and Furious podcast? We both started thinking about it, which
Yeah,
is like, I think I've been a bad influence.
Dude, I'm all in on a Fast and Furious podcast. And it's brand is the holdup.
I think we're
Because
doing
brand
that.
says it
I think
doesn't
we're doing
fit
it.
our brand. Can you believe that? Can you believe this guy?
We
Worried
had-
about brand awareness?
Very narrow.
we do have a specific thing, which is made for TV movies,
My whole point here is I
not
apologize.
theatrical
Hear me out, though.
blockbusters.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Family.
I hear you.
weeks in a row.
Family.
Yeah.
Family.
Family.
Fast and Family.
Fast
and
and
Family, the podcast. A podcast.
We can spit. We can.
No, I
brainstorm
like a
later.
podcast better.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks,
Saga.
Dan.
It's a saga.
This is a blast already.
F9.
Dude, you remember Thursday from Bramblefest?
The night, the VIP party at night.
Oh,
When you got
You
on
went,
the bar, that was
you went a little
crazy.
bit hard.
I don't even drink.
I know. That was you sober.
That was wow.
Wild.
I'll tell you all about it sometime
Yeah.
on the road if you weren't there.
If you weren't there.
you're
Fur
in the right,
crazy.
ask him.
Fur crazy.
For crazy?
For crazy.
For crazy, everybody.
Let's give it up for crazy.
Shout out.
Yeah.
What's your favorite crazy moment?
I'm not crazy.
I'm just a little unwell.
Matchbox 20
You
was your
make me
favorite.
crazy.
Ooh, Gnarls Barkley.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Aerosmith Crazy. Just a little bit older.
Which
too.
is
It's Crazy.
yeah.
Crazy. That one.
You sang that at karaoke?
God, no. Barely could sing it now.
Yeah, but you did.
Oh, you drive me crazy.
Yes.
You drive me
Wow.
crazy. I just can't
You
think.
gonna get that Britney autobiography?
I'm so excited. I'm in too deep. Whoa, crazy. But it feels so right. Baby, thinking of you keeps me up all night.
For a second, I forgot that I wasn't on the half-second delay. And
Yeah.
I could sing with you.
You can sing.
Genuine. That half-second delay is a killer for harmonizing.
Because you
for
love,
us.
you
yeah,
can't.
yeah.
There's nothing you can do.
Singing's the best part.
Yeah.
It is.
We did this podcast so we could sing.
Don't make me sing. Fur crazy.
My
November.
favorite crazy is that one, I think.
Don't you drive me crazy?
I think after singing it, I
There was
feel
also the movie. Oh, we got to talk about this movie, right?
like,
Fur crazy.
Crazy Stupid Love.
For,
Crazy.
for crazy.
Crazy time. Crazy.
Crazy Times by Jars of Clay.
Drive by Jars of Clay.
Oh.
How's that go again?
It seems it's always
I don't know.
a crazy time you find.
You wake up and realize. Man, that song rules. I don't need it from
It
you.
doesn't.
I don't need it from you. Fur crazy.
Narrator, it didn't. Fur
Fur Crazy, November 24th, 2013, and something like this. The font is wacky. The song is silly. It's Fur Crazy. That was what I wrote down. Guys, I got to be honest with you. Watch this movie at like 1:30 a.m. I couldn't sleep, and I said, let's put on Fur Crazy. And the first thing I wrote was, the font is wacky. The song is silly. It's Fur Crazy. Like I'm writing a DVD cover.
I can't imagine things I would rather do less at one, like wake up, can't sleep.
Oh, I was like, I'm going to put on a Hallmark Christmas movie. Might as well be the one that I'm going to watch. For crazy. Yeah. For crazy. I couldn't stop thinking about Bramblefest. It was so much fun.
It was
I
great.
was-
Oh, yeah, because it's after the fact. Yeah.
Elise needs multiple alarms and hates Christmas because she grew up on a Christmas tree lot and had to work every holiday.
Kobe.
She's a busy bee who doesn't have time for fun holiday bevies and has a boyfriend named Lance. Need I say more? She's at work and gets fired because she doesn't wear sneakers to work. Then Lance comes over and breaks up with her. So she decides she's going to head home, talk to her parents, and they immediately tell her, hey, Dad's leg is broken, so we're going to need you to work at the Christmas tree lot, seeing as how you just got fired, broken up with, and Dad's leg.
Wednesday at my house.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So she shows up
pack
day
'em up?
one. Shows up day one late, not dressed to unload trees. She's once again not wearing tennis shoes, and it just keeps getting worse from there. The spot that they typically have the tree lot in front of here in New York City, what's up, has been acquired by Brooklyn, not Brooklyn.
Not Brooklyn. Where
Not
Brooklyn at?
was Brooklyn, and CEO Colin Mockery.
Playing himself.
Now you would think he's there to tell jokes.
No,
I have that note later.
He's not.
he's not.
There's- in this scene from a hat, Colin Mockery's
Scene-
serious.
Hey,
Scene
let's get
from
the
a-
funniest guy alive. Play
See
it
from a
after.
hat. Colin Mockery's wife dies. Let's see how it goes.
That'd be a late program.
You know the
change
funniest guy from the funniest show of the 90s? Let's have him play.
You think
a
he's
scene-
funnier than Ryan Stiles?
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, Colin Mockery.
Yeah.
What? Just get out of here. That's a terrible
I'm
take.
just. I didn't.
That's a terrible
I
take.
didn't give a take.
It's a good thing we didn't bank it.
I
That's
didn't
a bad
give a take.
Yeah. Do you think Ryan Stiles is funnier than Colin Mockery?
I'm just throwing out
Are you a
questions.
Chip Eston guy?
Wayne
Lord,
Brady,
no.
Wayne Brady, most talented. Colin Mockery, funniest. Ryan Stiles keeps the whole thing.
The
moving.
glue.
And who?
Glue.
Laura.
Glue guy.
The
Who,
Elmers.
Classic glue guy.
who plays the piano? Laura.
Laura
oh.
Stiles.
Lori's-
No, it's
Laura
not
Hall.
Lori.
Ryan's wife, Lori.
Lori Styles on the key.
Ryan's like, I'll do this as long as you got a job for my wife.
Dude, she's incredible, though.
She's unbelievable.
Yeah.
She can do anything.
unbelievable.
Lori
You
Styles.
think whose line was on the up and up? You think that
No,
was
I
on-
think
No.
that was playing ahead of time.
think
And
they just-
occasionally she'd have like a saxophonist.
Yeah.
Every like fifth episode, it's like Lori is accompanied by just a saxophone. Why? Either commit to the sax.
Lori
or don't.
Styles.
She was touring. She was making
Yeah.
babies.
Can someone look up her real name? It's
It's
not
Laura
Lori.
Hall. Laura Hall.
Laura Hall?
Producer Aaron, that's Laura
God
Hall.
bless you, Laura.
Laura-
Hall.
Laura Hall.
So God bless Laura Styles, but you know,
Wherever you
Yeah.
are,
She's great.
may she rest in peace.
saw her on
So-
tour though. She was great.
She immediately accidentally hits a Colin Mockery with a tree, and he
Hysterical.
tells her that he's going to work to make sure that the lot is not for trees. This lot is not for trees. And he says it's not a joke. He's not doing
He's not doing
Oh
good.
wait, no bits.
no bits here.
There's no other hands through. There's nothing.
Can
that
you
he's
imagine
doing.
if he did this whole thing?
Helping hand
Oh,
style?
with helping hand
Man.
style. Ryan Stiles is behind him. Then Laura Stiles is behind him. So it's a triple helping hands.
I don't know how that works.
I don't. It doesn't matter.
Points don't either.
It takes. Nice.
Layup.
Bank it.
I still can't believe you threw that thing earlier.
It
It's
takes-
a closed trash can. It's a 0% success
No,
ratio.
it buckles open, but it doesn't ever go in.
It literally
I do
has
it
never gone
I
in.
do it every day. I've never made one.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, it's not
It takes a little while, but
Sorry,
Elise decides to actually wear tennis shoes, start helping sell trees, hires a homeless guy, and finds herself getting
Unhoused?
into Christmas spirit. They don't call him unhoused in this movie. I'll use the terms that they
early
do.
2010s. We weren't there yet.
We weren't there yet.
Still had a grip on dyslexia though.
Yeah. Brian's not here to defend himself. There's this one guy named Darren who keeps showing up buying trees just because he wants to look at Elise. He's on the up and up, though. They start hanging out, doing charitable work, and awkwardly hugging. A lot of awkward hugs between these two. When they finally agree to go on a real date, Lance shows up, and she's like, "Kick rock, Lance." Oh, singular rock.
Singular?
Singular
Here is
rock.
one
That
rock
one
for
rock,
you.
Lance, you better
Get
find
outta
it.
here.
And Mia Hammett,
It's
rock.
but not before Darren gets jealous and leaves. And it gets worse. The NYFD, New York's finest, says, "Hey, the lot needs to be shut down." They start taking the trees. They say a complaint came, and it's a fire hazard. Dang it, Colin Mockery! All of this, not a joke. Colin Mockery's very serious.
Up and up.
But they're not going to give up. Darren helps Elise find Colin Mockery. They track him down in a memorial botanical garden, and again, not a joke. And she's like, "Hey,
Stinking botanical garden.
you just kind of go there and you just think about it all." And she's like, "Hey, I can see now why you hate Christmas, and I just want you to know, sorry about it all." And he's like, "Hey, you know what? You were nice to me this one time. You can have your lot back. It's what my wife would have wanted. And also, I'll buy you a generator so you can run your Christmas lights without affecting my power bill." They sell every single tree. They have the best year ever.
Christmas Eve, yeah.
Darren finally comes over after a night of serving the less fortunate and brings her a Hallmark keepsake ornament, I'm assuming, and they kiss, and then that kiss gets superimposed on an ornament, and that, my friends, was Fur Crazy.
We did it.
I thought for sure it was the 3 a.m. calling when I saw that get superimposed on the ornament. It's not. It's not. It's 3 a.m. and it must be lonely. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back here on Deck the Hallmark.
Still
No
didn't
half
get it.
seconds
It's all
delay.
right.
Doing my best.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Brand. Thank you.
Let's
you.
let's
Thank you, Ryan.
let's talk about For Crazy.
Thanks, Bran. Thanks, Aaron.
The movie.
Thanks, Alonzo. Thanks, Alyssa.
The movie we are all here to talk about, For Crazy, from 2013, Colin Mockery's finest. Ryan,
Brand.
what'd you think?
We have 4 segments.
Yeah.
Four
First
segments.
is a hot take.
Hot take.
Is the hot take.
Yeah, this is it.
We do this first?
First.
All right.
Yeah, I know you're new.
Stand out.
It should be noted up front that I am a big Sarah Lancaster fan. Have been. You're gonna get on me for this. Have been since her Saved by the Bell, The New Class days.
All right.
Which I own all 7 seasons of on digital video disc.
There's 7 seasons of the new class?
It outlasted Saved by the Bell.
That's not true.
Yeah.
That is the God. There's no God. The New Class went on longer.
Well over 100.
Is Screech on all of this?
Season 2 through 7.
I remember when they
He said
brought
no
back,
to 1.
Yeah,
He was like, well, he was doing college years.
I remember they
there
brought
was
back
a-
Zach for an episode.
Bad haircut for Mark Paul.
Terrible
Mark
haircut.
Paul, bad.
And that's the
yeah.
one I watched.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, they brought, and
7
you can tell
seasons?
He doesn't
Yes.
want to be there
No,
at all.
it must have been a contractual
Paycheck.
thing. Yeah.
It had to be a
Yeah,
paycheck,
yeah.
in my opinion.
Dead Man on Campus hadn't happened yet. It was probably a
Yeah,
paycheck.
yeah. He needed it.
Yeah.
That was him and Shades from That Thing You Do. What's his name? Tom Everett. Tom Everett Scott.
So a big Sarah Lancaster fan. She also has one of my favorite Hallmark Christmas movies, which is I like.
Wait for it. He's got to look it up, guys.
This is the Season for Love. It's a long title.
I've never
long
seen
time.
it.
Really good. It was
Yeah.
before your time. You know.
Got it.
Have you
Yeah.
seen For Crazy before?
Yeah, I've seen it multiple times. Which
Yeah.
I said that I was ashamed of myself for having seen Hitch for the Holidays multiple times. I am absolutely disgusted with myself for having that. It was 2015, and I'm like, all right, I start watching Christmas flicks in September. What do I need? Give me Fur
Crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not
For Crazy.
ideal. I also have.
Did you get a bootleg VHS of this bad boy?
I must have just DVR'd it
Yeah, you
and
did. Kept it
kept it
on the
going.
TiVo.
Yeah, could have just been recording like Judge Judy or something. I'm also a huge Colin Mockery stan, and so this was
Me too.
This was a huge bummer because like
Yeah.
when they announced this, when he's in a bumper for Crazy, I'm
Yeah.
like, well, this is going to be the best darn thing of all
It's
time.
called Fur Crazy, and it has Colin Mockery in it.
Yeah.
Here comes a barrel of laughs.
He
And we
doesn't-
got a couple more barrels up
There's
here
not
to the
one
side.
Colin Mockery joke.
Because
He doesn't tell a joke.
we're going to be
Not a
throwing
single
barrels
joke.
of laughs the whole movie at you. Not a
Even
one.
at the face turn at the end, not a single,
joke.
joke. to be
No.
had. I had 10 wait whats before the 10-minute mark, which I've done this for about half a year now. Bad sign, right?
Not a good sign.
Bad sign. Sarah Lancaster's parents straight up gaslight her.
Oh,
and it made
yeah.
also Sarah Lancaster not wanting to work at the tree farm. I thought made her very unlikable for the first, half of the film. So that wasn't great. We already talked about how Colin's not funny. Another mid-movie kiss. This used to just be a thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Normal.
And then
Willy-nilly.
I couldn't believe they wanted me to care about Jerk Guy coming back and believe that he was going to actually be with Sarah Lancaster, although I didn't love her actual love interest either. By the time they said For the Trees by the end, I just really didn't like myself. They were like, For the Trees.
For the Trees is a line in this movie.
For the trees.
Come on, let's do it for the trees.
And the Colin Mockery redemption scenes I'll talk about later, but they were not enough to save this movie, and I, again, very ashamed of myself for 2015 Ryan.
2015,
Yeah,
Ryan.
it was not a-
Apology accepted.
Rough patch for the old Rye guy. Those are my thoughts on For Crazy, Brand.
Well, hi, everybody. Here is what I'm going to say. You heard my synopsis. You heard everything Ryan had to say about it. And I'm also here to tell you I love this movie. I have a blast. I've seen this movie a few times. And it's ridiculous, redonkulous, and For
Ridiculous,
Crazy.
redonkulous. It's both.
It's For Crazy.
Ends in Alyss. It is.
It's
right.
For Crazy.
Is it Fergalicious?
It's Fergalicious definition.
FIR.
It's
Fergalicious.
crazy.
Come on,
This
guys.
movie.
Stay with me.
This movie. I don't know. There's something about it. I know there's so much wrong with this movie. It's problematic.
It's not as problematic as Hitch for the Holidays.
Hitch for Holidays is far more problematic.
I love it. I just think it just makes me. It just works.
Can
for
I be
me.
honest? I thought it was boring.
Really?
My biggest problem with it.
Really?
I feel like I know what Dan's gonna say. But
Oh,
like,
the wait, what's of it? Like I miss movies that I can have a ton of wait what's. There's something about it that I love.
That
I
is
just
true.
love.
I
love
understand
it.
a
that.
ton of
I
wait,
love
what's
it.
is your all the feels.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Like I love it. It just makes me happy. The fact that there's something about the fact that they did this.
Yeah.
They said, Colin Mockery, we have the perfect role for you, and it is where you are an absolute monster. And then it comes out that the reason why you're a monster is because your wife's dead and she loved Christmas. And he says, I'll take that role.
But only if no jokes.
Only if no joke.
Not a one.
I love it. To me, that's this had to be a bit for him. There has to be a
Ryan
bit.
dared him.
It has to be a bit. Ryan Stiles and his wife, they pranked him. It's a big fun time. I don't know. It's a bit. I love it. This movie's insane.
It's like if you went to see Les Mis and Anne Hathaway's role was played by Amy Poehler. that
would watch.
Can you imagine showing up to see Anne Hathaway sing her soul on screen and die, and it's Amy Poehler.
But playing it straight.
Doesn't wink at it, just does the bit.
In a dramatic turn, Amy Poehler as Anne Hathaway.
If you could check your playbills tonight, Anne Hathaway be played by Amy Poehler.
Anne's on the Z-Pack, Amy's in the night.
That's on the Z-Pack, that's right. Gerard Butler in Phantom of the Opera, now played by Will Ferrell. And it's like, what? And we're supposed to, like, when I see Colin Mockery, I start laughing.
Yeah.
When I see him, I think of all of the deadpan jokes, all the crazy characters, and maybe he did it for that reason. I think he did it because he's Canadian, and they needed a Canadian on the top of the list. I can't think of the name.
Call sheet?
Call sheet is the name.
Let's go ahead and get him at the top of the list, guys.
Call it the list. Just do it.
Get him
Stop
on the top
the printers. And so I think that's why he did it. Easy money, show up for 6 days, top of the call sheet. It still is weird. This movie is like, I hate it, but also I want to be clear. Of the three we've watched so far, I think I like it the most. Of the three we've watched so far. And I think it's because, to Brand's point, while it is terrible and I don't get any, jollies out of the wait what's, it does lean into what it is so much. Like the fact that this dad has a broken leg and they're basically talking their daughter into free labor. Yeah. And the mom can't do anything because when you have a broken leg, you can't take care of yourself. And then it all kind of goes from there. You don't, like, in the first 35 minutes of an 85-minute movie, the leading dude is basically not in it. He's not in it.
Yeah.
And by the end, they're in love. It is a crazy movie. It is not good by any stretch, but do I prefer it to the cookie cutter movies we got from basically 2016, 2020? Yes. Yes, I do. Right. But definitely not good. This made the Screen Draft's top 12 all time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
for
wild.
Crazy did.
That's wild.
For Crazy did.
For Crazy.
Yeah.
For Crazy.
And then Hitch for the Holidays got vetoed. So both were put up for
Wow.
for the top 12 all time.
Wow.
And which I would not put it anywhere near that. However, it leans into how ridiculous it is, which makes it even more frustrating. Oh my gosh. Dude.
Pizza in.
No, just put one on the counter.
Why did you bring 3?
All right, so pizza.
Hold on.
All right, we're doing
Hold
this
on.
live. Pizza Inn is a terrible pizza buffet. It's wonderful.
Why?
If anyone's listening from Greenville, it's an institution.
Hey, pal.
This isn't for us.
But the only reason we go there,
Kobe. Kobe.
we're good. Everybody's good. The only reason we go there, open it up, Brand, is not for the pizza.
Go to mine.
Go to one. It's for the chocolate chip pizza.
Oh, dear. Oh,
Go ahead. No, we're getting a slice. You're getting a slice. Come on.
oh God.
It is. It's like, good luck. You're gonna need a napkin. We'll do it live. It's fine.
Okay. So for Crazy though,
Oh, dear. Not the mic.
what I think you're trying to say, Dan, if I can put words in your mouth.
Good.
Tell me about it, Ryan.
I'm trying not to make a mess.
No, you're fine. If I can put words in your mouth, Dan, I think what you're trying to say is the font is wacky, the song is silly, it's for Crazy.
That's not what I'm trying to say.
I think that's what you're trying to say, best you can figure.
Wow, it's pretty good.
Isn't it great?
Yeah.
We go just for this.
Remember when you
Pizza's-
dropped the box?
I just
Pizza's
slid
trash.
it over to Brain. I didn't drop it. How dare you? Hey, if anybody could grab us like plates or napkins, that'd be great. Maybe a beverage, but
It's time for all the
That's
feels.
the second segment of the show, all the feels?
Yes.
We have 4.
4
That's the
segments.
second one,
Here's
yeah.
the second one. All the
We're
feels.
rolling.
It's where we talk about all the feels that we have.
This episode's going to be longer than the movie.
My bad.
I'll let you go first, Ryan. I'll do this crazy thing. I'll let you go first.
Thanks, Bran.
Can you imagine Amy Poehler? I dreamed a dream, time gone by.
Keep going.
No, that's it.
Remember when you did that karaoke? No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
dude, when I did Les Mis at
Oh, my
karaoke,
God. Bramblefest was
brought the roof off.
roof off the doors. Colin, so the Colin Mockery, the two big Colin emotional scenes of Colin Mockery at the end were beautiful. I mean, I really thought he nailed them. It's been. Well, I apologize to everyone on fire. This is all my fault. But I thought he nailed them. I thought, like, when we're talking about how it's a bummer that he wasn't funny, or the best thing ever that he wasn't funny. Thanks, pal. Yeah. Doesn't mean that he didn't absolutely crush. I thought the dramatic scenes. I loved both of those. I want to say he should have done more drama, but I also don't want him to ever do drama again. But he was good at it. What an oxymoron I am.
Imagine how good those scenes would have been had he actually told some jokes earlier in the movie to show that he could do both.
Yeah. Just have one moment with his assistant type guy.
Why couldn't he be like an overly mean, funny guy? Like, those people exist.
Sure.
You?
Sure, that's fine. I'll take it. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. This movie sucks. But yeah, if he had told some jokes earlier, I think those scenes land even more because I didn't like them.
If I can, I think what you're going for is the font is wacky, the song is silly, it's fur crazy. I think that's what you're trying to say. The feels for me, I love New York at Christmas, and I am just always reminded of the joy I get just seeing the Christmas tree lots. Like it's such a unique thing to New York. The fact that they bring in all these trees, they have these lots all throughout the city. It's fun. It's fun, and I like it, and it makes me happy. Dano?
Dude, this pizza, when it's underdone,
It's perfect.
dough, so good.
Yeah.
Right?
It's perfect.
No, this is the one you need then.
You need the one on the table here that's fallen a bunch of times. That's the one.
Seriously. Oh, my goodness.
Let's take...
So that's my feels.
Okay, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back here on Deck the Hallmark.
Deck the Hallmark.
Oh, damn.
It's a delay.
Hey, guys. How's it going? We're back. We're talking about Fur Crazy.
For crazy.
Let's talk about those wait whats that we all have a slew of. I will start with you, Ryan. What in this movie made you go, wait what?
Sarah Lancaster says she has experienced the anti-Christmas her whole life. And then the jerk boyfriend, that's what she says.
I thought you were going to say Antichrist for some reason. I was like,
No, that's for crazy too.
sometimes I do think the world's ending watching these movies.
And then jerk guy shows her a picture. He's like, I have the perfect actual Christmas, and it's a tropical climate. He's like, you want a real Christmas experience? Let's go to the Bahamas or wherever they were supposed to go to. I'm sure we all had this. She's supposed to wear sneakers every day to the sneaker place. Is that what I took away from that?
It's ridiculous.
I think the implication was if you're in, what is she, in marketing, that why would you not wear the shoes you're trying to market?
Right.
I guess is what the implication was there.
But what's not fair is we see this guy, Big Boss Man Jeffries, wearing a ginormous suit.
Yeah, huge.
And we're supposed to
That's right.
assume that he's wearing tennis shoes.
I wear tennis shoes to everything.
I know. I'm just saying, we don't even get to see it.
Yeah.
We don't even get to see it.
It's weird if you're just behind your desk all day that you would be required to wear tennis shoes.
You don't even wear the shoes.
No.
What?
Yeah, that
To
seems,
work.
That seems like a weird one.
Yeah. Unequivocally the worst headhunter in the history of headhunters. At one point, this headhunter is like, this is a real thing. I hope you didn't do anything foolish, like buy a place to live. like, you know what's a bad purchase? A roof over your head.
I also have the headhunter, but I have a different line.
Please.
Which is, she says, you're perfect. To which, what's her name responds, really? And the headhunter says, no. You're just so mean for no reason.
For people that don't have jobs, she's really giving them the go. I think she thinks she's on Whose Line. Because she is doing a full bit in this
Scenes
movie.
from a hat.
I got you a job. Got him.
To that point, I think the coffee barista also thought he was on
Yes.
his line.
Yes.
And in a long and a storied lineage of bad Hallmark D characters, this guy was up there for me.
characters being nice there.
At one point, he screams out, "Carlos, bring out the Yuletide latte." And at that point, I didn't like my choices in life. And then lastly, the nice couple, they're about to have a baby, and that's beautiful. And Sarah Lancaster goes, "Where do you live?" And the nice couple goes,
classic.
Yeah, the nice couple goes, 92nd Street. And Sarah Lancaster's like, "I'll be there."
That's right. Yeah. It's the
Where
ultimate,
on 92nd Street? Doesn't matter.
it's the ultimate way one of this movie. She says, "Where are you guys?" We're just up here on 92nd. And she goes, "Oh, we're practically neighbors." Is 92nd Street 2 blocks long? Have I missed Manhattan altogether? Did I not understand the assignment?
But even if it's only 2 blocks long,
the building
is there only one house on 92nd Street?
They're in an apartment. Oh, you're on 92nd? I got you. I'll just knock on every godforsaken door till I find yours.
It's 92nd.
It's
92nd and what? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Just walk it till you find it.
And then when you do, it's an apartment. So go to every floor and just guess away.
Hope for the best.
She got it on the first try.
She did. It's
100%
unbelievable.
success.
It's unbelievable.
Kobe,
Not a
she
problem
said
here.
when she found the
Kobe.
door.
Not a problem here. I got a few. So early on, when she's mad that she's working at the lot, there's a montage that shows her working in the day and staying up all night. Mm-hmm. She just, for the first part there, she just doesn't sleep. Yeah. She dozes off every once in a while, but she just doesn't sleep.
Yeah.
Which I would also hate the job. Like, that's unfortunate.
Job you don't sleep?
She gets thrown into having to do, usually it's, hey, you take the day shift or the night shift.
That's right.
But we get a montage where she's doing both.
She's doing both shifts.
In heels. No tennis shoes yet.
Zero.
This is pre-tennies. Listen.
Pre-tennies.
Pre-tennies.
Yes.
So, with these lots in New York, what you get is, let's add some lights around. Like, let's put up some large sticks and put lights from stick to stick. What you typically don't do is put, like big sticks.
Posts? Stick.
A really big stick.
Like a big stick. It's a big stick.
Yeah.
What you typically don't do is put Christmas lights on all of the trees that you're selling. Because that's a bad idea.
Sure. Yeah.
It's a bad idea to put. It looks great.
Looks great.
But you're selling all those trees, which means once someone buys one, just give us.
Just give us
10 to
we'll get those
15.
lights off easy peasy, no problem. I did get just a nice, remember that? When she's shooting a video with her phone, her old iPhone, which is fun.
iPhone 1. Yeah.
And she goes, he's like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm making a movie. No,
you're not.
You're shooting one singular video. You are not making a movie.
It was meta comedy.
This is a bold move by New York's finest, NYFD, to when they show up because of a complaint that someone submitted, they go up to the person, the lot, and say, hey, we're taking all the trees. It's all here in the paperwork, including the name of the person who complained. Bold move. I do feel like that should, stay confidential, or else people won't complain. Yeah. That's usually how that works. You won't complain if you think it's going to get out there. The trees, I guess, just sat on the maintenance truck for that whole duration because they just bring them back. I left them there. We had a feeling. This would happen.
I've got a feeling.
Just leave them there just in case. There's a styrofoam snowman contest. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Last but not least, her apartment door is absolutely wild. It's like a Hobbit house door in a New York apartment. It's wild, and I just wanted to point it out there. Dana?
Yeah. The first thing that this headhunter says to Sarah Lancaster as to why she's going to be a good employee is because she went to college on a full scholarship. That is why.
Yeah.
You're a great catch because you went to college on a full scholarship. Yeah. Do you know how many people go to college on a full scholarship and are just turds? Like they're not the best employees?
But also, she's been out of college for like a decade.
No one is caring. Yeah. They're going to be like, oh, where'd you go to school? You got a degree? Great. Move along. That's all we got. We don't need anything else. I do love that they show she's in financial trouble by showing she owes $2,700 to a credit union.
Yeah.
So credit unions don't have credit cards. She borrowed that for some sort of collateral that she has equity in, and it's not that big of a debt at all. She's like, man, things are getting rough out here, guys. I owe $2,700 to the credit union. I may as well be out on the streets.
So literally probably a month of rent for her.
At best. And then her dad breaks his leg, and so he can't even show up at the lot,
can't move,
sit and ring up trees.
Maybe give him the night shift.
Yeah. The mom can't leave him because he can't do anything himself with a broken leg.
Yeah.
What? Like, and then she's out there spending, they're like, man, this is our livelihood. Well, I'm going to take the job and then I'm going to hire someone and I'm going to pay them as well, even though we're not selling trees like we used to. I don't understand that. Can you put a Christmas tree in a cab? Can you take a cab to a Christmas tree lot and say, keep the meter running, I'm buying a tree, and we're going to load that sucker in the trunk? Can you do that?
Seems unlikely.
It seems like a cabbie may be not great there. This guy's a teacher, not on his life. This starts at Thanksgiving. He is around every afternoon at like 1 p.m.
Maybe the school's on 92nd Street.
You want to go on a date? I got 7th period free, I guess. I don't, this guy is, look, something shady's going on. He doesn't teach. He definitely doesn't teach high school kids. He's just out there. He's just out there stalking. That's what he's doing.
What you're not going to do on a teacher's budget is buy 4 Christmas trees willy-nilly just so he can see a woman.
Yeah. Why is this kid here? Why is the kid here all the time?
Which kid?
What kid?
The child with the glasses.
Different kids.
No, they're two. No, I thought the same.
Two
thing.
different kids.
Those
Same
are
pair
two
of
different
glasses,
kids?
Two
Same
different
hair
kids.
color, 2 different kids.
I was like, man, do they just have a resident kid that hangs out at the lot?
No, 2 different kids.
I do love how she's like, I don't know how to talk to children. And then she's like mom of the year.
She's the best.
It's unbelievable. It's like, don't make me sing kind of situation.
Don't make me mom.
And lastly, I have never in my life seen someone so loyal to a company that just fired them. She gets fired and they basically say, we're not selling shoes. That's your fault. And then they just let her go. And another company wants to hire her and they're like, why wasn't your old company doing well? And she's like, you know what? I've got more integrity than that. Lady, they just fired you. They just fired you. Say whatever you want to say.
Say what you need to say.
Say what you need to say.
Say what you need to say.
That is, like, why in the world would you be like, I'm not going to talk bad about the people that didn't like me? Like, it's not like you're gossiping. You have information. Your company fired you. They didn't make you sign an NDA. Now's the time. Why? Like, you're just like, no, I'm loyal to Big Shoe. I'm loyal to Big Shoe. They're the #1 shoe company, and my loyalty is with Big Shoe.
Yeah, Bigger Shoe.
That's right, Bigger Shoe.
Big Shoe wanted her.
That's right. No. The biggest shoe. I wouldn't turn my back on Biggest Shoe, even though they turned their back on me. That's all I got.
It's time for What the Hallmark is Where we wonder what could have been. Maybe we get some clarity. What should we still have? Ryan, what are you still wondering about?
I still can't believe we didn't get season 8 of The New Class. But
That's
fair.
tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough break. It only went 7 seasons.
Didn't wrap up all the loose ends. To that point, I hope Sarah Lancaster makes more of these movies at some point. I think she's very good. Panda to Lindy Booth is me to Sarah Lancaster. How about that?
Wow.
Gotta
High
go with
praise.
Sarah Lancaster.
Yeah.
Man.
High praise, boy. All right. The movie, when she heads home on Thanksgiving, she says, why did we get such a big turkey? And it's 40 pounds. It's
And
a
he
40
says
pound
it was
turkey.
on
He
sale.
said he was on sale.
Yeah.
What is that sale?
Yeah.
To get the
Was it cheaper than a 20-pound turkey?
impossible,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Unless the 40 pounder is cheaper than a 20 pounder. You don't get 40 pounds of turkey. That's reckless.
That's right.
It's going to
No.
take a while. Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's reckless. It's a reckless move. Just because something is on sale doesn't mean it's the best thing.
It's not even like a Costco thing where you can buy it and you'll use it later.
Right.
It's one turkey.
because you got to cook. You can't cut it in half.
You got to cook the whole thing.
Yeah, you got. It's
Have a finite amount of time
That's
to
right.
eat this
but
turkey.
also
right.
40 pounds, right
That's
on,
a big
bro.
boy.
That's a
Yeah.
big boy.
Also, it's just the 2 of them. No one's at the place.
That's it. It's just 2 of them.
it's just 2.
Yeah.
So
they
it
didn't
should
even
be
know.
like-
They didn't even know that Sarah was coming.
It
So,
should be like a Cornish game hen. And they got a 40-pound bird.
it
That's
was
what they
on
got.
sale. What is that sale?
Free. They were
Yeah.
chucking them at the windows.
Yeah,
It's the only way I'm taking a 40-pound turkey.
yeah,
Out of your
unbelievable. Dan,
Yeah. Colin Mockery is the CEO of Brook Glen, which is
Glen.
a chain of stores.
yeah.
But he cares a lot about this one store. A lot.
Well, because
Like,
they just acquired it.
what's going, but it's his now. So
Yeah.
what's going on at all of his other stores?
Doesn't matter. Those are already up
He
and
stops
running.
there after the garden.
After the garden business.
No, when you acquire something, you spend more time. You're
But
making
the CEO
sure that
still wouldn't be on the ground doing
you're
all that
making
stuff.
sure it's
Like,
good.
I'm the CEO here. I never come in.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But if we acquired Rumble Tumble podcast network,
Big Shoe.
you-
Rumble
Tumble.
Tumble podcast, dude.
Yeah, you
if
would-
we acquired them, I'd be in.
you would go in
You're
there.
right. I stand corrected.
you would go in there
That's
for
all I got.
face.
For face, of course.
It's for face and for crazy. We did, everybody. Congratulations. Ryan, what a joy it was to have you here in the studio today.
Mutual feelings. I still think about Bramblefest, but it was a great time
good
today.
time.
Will you be back here next week?
We'll talk.
Yeah.
Wow.
See?
That was way better than what Alonzo gave us. Alonzo said absolutely not.
If
A
he's
definitive
back
no.
next week, you'll know he's moving to Greenville.
Yeah.
Wow.
Open and shut at that point.
Open and shut case. We did, everybody. Congratulations. We're going to be back next time with another one. Until then, maybe the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Nailed it.
Deck the Hallmark is a Bramble Jam podcast. It's produced by Aaron Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.